Hello, everybody. Today we have a special guest. Bobapat will be coming on with us. He will be talking to you guys about practical outdoor effects and the way you can make those explosions or dust storms or whatever it might be. So I'm gonna wait for him to come on, and then I will pull him into our chat. Um, had some brainstorming I was doing today, something kind of excited to show you guys about later, and honestly I didn't pull it off, so I'm kind of hoping me showing one of you guys this, you'll be able to pull off a pretty cool shot with the idea. So let me see in my feed if by chance, here he is. I'm gonna pull him in.
What up?
Hey, what's up, Boba Pat? How you doing, man?
Good, man. Fucking out here in the desert.
Yeah.
About 108 degrees right now.
Um, I just turned on the air conditioner in here, but
Yeah, man. I'm envious of that.
so how did you get your start and everything in toy photography? How did you get into all of this?
Well, I used to do like a courier job driving to Arizona every day. And I mean, there's just cool mountainous scenery and stuff. And I got on Instagram just originally just for selling my old Star Wars stuff. And, I just saw other people doing it. I'm like, that's pretty badass. I could do that kind of stuff, I bet. So I started taking stuff with my phone, and after about a year and a half of that, I got into a DSLR, probably like February, early last year. And I
Hmm.
mean, I'm still learning every day,
Right,
learning
right.
new stuff.
So
Um,
where do you see yourself in the future with toy art? I mean, are you going to try to go farther, do some other things with it? What are your goals?
well, actually, there was a Comic Con here in Vegas last weekend, and I had my own booth and stuff. I was selling some of my prints. I make T-shirts and decals and stuff, so I was doing some of that. But yeah, I mean, my prints were bringing in a lot of attention. Like I have some funny stuff I was doing, like just funny scenarios in the Death Star and whatnot. So it was definitely
Right,
bringing a lot of attention, and people were
right.
surprised. I'd tell them it was toys.
Yeah, I've never seen a T-shirt yet printed out like that. I think that'd be pretty cool to see.
Yeah, I did. This girl on Instagram wanted a commission. She set up the whole idea for the photo, and it was just Vader and like a band basically. They were rocking out, and she bought a print of that, and I ended up getting a couple other people. They wanted T-shirts of it made, so I found a guy in town that does like direct-to-garment printing, and I mean, it looks like the photo does, but it's on a T-shirt. So that was kind of
Right.
cool actually. And
Oh,
then I got people rocking my photo on their clothes now.
there you go. That never gets
Yeah,
old to see, I'm sure.
yeah, it's cool stuff.
So what we brought you on today was about practical effects, and I know we brought you on a little bit short-handed here. So if there's any stumbles, we know it's we asked you mad late in the game, but we're
It's
going to be accepted. Um, for anybody who was looking for father figures tonight, there will be a reschedule with him eventually on another subject. Um, but tonight we have
will
Boba
be
Pat
amazing.
with us,
Sure.
and he's going to show us practical effects and how to do them outside. So go ahead, the floor is yours, man. Go ahead and take your time and show us what you need to show us.
All right, let me flip the camera around here. I got a little bit of a setup kind of going already. Came out a little early just so I wouldn't be doing this on the live streams because, setup's a bitch sometimes, especially when you're getting into wiring up figures so that they stand up in the wind and whatnot. Um, but I figure maybe I'll get some dust blowing at them. Usually I'll use just kind of this canned air stuff. You just buy it at Walmart. You get a 4-pack, 5-pack, or whatever for like $10. It lasts a long time if you use it conservingly. So I'll use that usually, and I brought a couple smoke bombs. I figure maybe I can get one inside the walker's head, light it, come back, and do some dust. And I always use my remote trigger, especially if you're using fireworks and stuff like that. You want to get a distance, obviously. My
Right.
first experience with crackling balls, I got one to the face, so that was a good learning experience.
Ouch.
Um, but yeah, I'm in here. Let me break out some smoking balls here, and then we'll get started here.
Now, are these any kind of particular fireworks? I mean, like, did you buy them a certain name or something that would be used better than others for this kind of thing?
I mean, I'm just using your average firework booth fireworks. Got them, on the 4th the other night. I do have a friend here in Vegas who's based out of Pahrump. Fireworks are illegal out here basically all year. And Pahrump, legal, which is about half an hour from here. My friend works for a smoke grenade company. They make like movie effect smoke grenades, like real thick, real colored. So he's actually going to give me a sample pack, he said.
Oh,
so
wow.
I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited to try those out. I mean, they're like the size of like M80s, but they'll burn for like 30, 40 seconds and just put off a bunch of smoke.
Oh, wow.
And he had told me, he's like, they'd be perfect for what you're doing, those little small ones, because they're such a small scale.
Right.
Let's get
that'll be awesome to see. Definitely tag us in that when you do that.
So I'm actually gonna this is my custom weathered ATST walker, and I'm actually gonna risk it here for the vid and do some fireworks in it if I can just get it to stay. So I mean, it's it's all kind of trial and error with this kind of stuff. Like I said, I'm learning still. The toy community is really cool as far as if you see someone doing something, just send them a DM, ask how they did it. They're usually really cool with explaining how to do it, and if you don't have the right gear, they'll tell you, they'll point you in the right direction, all that. So
right.
So let's get my duster going here, which somehow the handle just came out. I'll probably set you guys up on a tripod once I get this going.
Okay.
Actually, right now I'm having problems with this duster for some reason. I went and bought a umbrella at Walmart on the way out here so I could have some shade.
There you go. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot around you, Pat.
No, I mean, it's pretty barren out here. I'm on the edge of town right here. It takes me about, 5-10 minutes to get here. But right on the other side of the dirt mound is a neighborhood, so it's not like I'm in the middle of nowhere. If I was screaming bloody murder, someone would probably hear me. All right, let's go. Now I got it set up here. I had to get it off. So I got my phone set up. Can you guys see what's going on down there?
Well, here, let me ask a couple questions just to kind of point certain things out. Now, when you set up your camera in this outdoor photo right here, you're actually using the umbrella is kind of going over the camera, correct? It's not.
Yeah, so
it's
I'm using that just to like shade my work area,
Right, but I'm saying as for the picture, some people think when you want to add shade, you just kind of put that umbrella on the other side of that so it would create the shade, so the sun's not going on it. But really, you can see that sunlight.
Right. I mean, I could move the umbrella over and get some shade if that's what I was going for. I tend to not do that a lot just because I do live in the desert. I want that Tatooine kind of vibe where it's just there's no shade anywhere,
Right. Right.
And then when you're shooting, like with the duster and stuff, I always try and make it so that the sun is behind, or at least kind of side and behind my subject. That way the light's going to shine through that dust and really give you those little particles and glitters on the screen,
Yeah, yep.
All right, so I'll get you set up here again. Should be good right there, huh? Okay.
I hate to think like this, but like just this part right here that we're doing right now, where you set the camera down and you just see that backdrop, just waiting for like Hills Have Eyes or something walking across the back. It reminds me of like one of those horror movies, the new ones,
Well, so this is one of my favorite spots I come out to all the time. I'll show you guys in a little bit. I've done it on some of my live streams, but there's a hooker boot right over here. And it's been out here every time I've ever been out here. I've never found the other one. So, I really have no idea what just happened to my duster cam.
Did it pop out?
Yeah, like the whole lever mechanism popped out of here. It's not good.
That just means you need to prop it up with a firework.
Oh wait, hold on, I think I got it here. Gotta be smarter than the device you're messing with. There we go.
Perfect.
All right, so get my camera all focused in here. It's kind of crazy too because the cloud coverage keeps changing, so I'll have my settings ready to go, and then it's dark again.
Right.
Let me just brighten it up a bit. And so, if you're familiar with DSLR, you'll know that when you mess with your shutter speed and make it faster, it's darkening your picture. So that's always like a constant battle when you're dealing with the elements and you're dealing with practical dust and you're trying to get your shutter speed fast so it catches it all.
We just had somebody ask there, Bobapat, what shutter speed are you using?
Right now I'm at 250, but I have my aperture at 5.6 because I want to grab that. I don't want the walker in the background to be too blurred. So, you know, if I can lower it a bit, it would brighten my shot up and I could get a little bit more speed on my shutter, but I want more of that background in focus. I don't want it all blurred out.
Right.
It's like that. It's like a pyramid of perfection, your three settings on your camera. You know, if I'm still...
Right. I think you froze up here, buddy. All right, if he does not pop back on here, let me see if I can pull him out and pull him back in. Hang on. Sorry, guys, this is, you know, things they're offering on Instagram here. So we're still battling with it and trying to figure things out, but we are finding our way around. Okay, it's still... Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Now that I sent him off, it seems like it's not letting me pull him back on. So just give me a few seconds here, and let's see if he pops back on and see if I can pull him back in. Like I said, this is kind of a learning experience for everybody. Right now, Instagram's... Nope, it's not coming up. Okay, well, I'm going to end this, and I'm going to start back up here, and we'll have Pat right back on then, okay?